Do I have your consent to record?
Yes.
That's great. All right. I'm going to start asking you a series of questions about hospitality event, your role as a hospitality event manager. So start off with a little bit of background about your career path. What is your current job title and what organization do you work for?
My current job title is Assistant Hospitality Manager, and I'm currently working at the Plantation at Ponte Vedra.
Great. What is the mission of your organization and how does your role contribute to it?
Our mission here is just to enhance the service for each and all of our membership here.
Great. How did you first get started in the hospitality or event management industry?
So I've been in hospitality for 10 years. I'm newer to the club management side of hospitality. Yeah.
That's great. Next up, what steps or experiences helped you reach your current position?
I will say that all of my colleagues that I've worked with along the way, they have always encouraged me and pursued me to finish my education. And especially here because we have the scholarship foundation as well.
That's great.
So, yeah.
That's great. Next up, a little bit about your roles and responsibilities. What does a typical day look like for you as an event manager?
I would say as an event manager, making sure that when we come in, we are making sure that all of the events are set up and ready to go. And if not, that we are focusing on how to get that started.
What type of events do you most often plan or manage?
A lot of our events here are mainly birthday parties, surprise parties. We have kind of gotten more into weddings and other larger banquets for communities in the area.
So a little bit about communication in the industry. How important is communication in your job? And who do you communicate with most often? Clients, vendors, team members? Who do you think is your main people?
Communication is very important in the hospitality industry. Here, I don't typically communicate with vendors. That is going to be our hospitality manager. She's the one who actually books the events. I'm just kind of facilitate them. But I would say I mainly communicate with the kitchen and with our service staff, as well as the client as well.
Great, lots of roles. What communication skills are most important for someone working in hospitality or event management? Which skills? All right, we're going to continue where we left off. What communication skills are most important for someone working in hospitality or event management?
I would say that making sure that their messages are clear and concise. That way that the back of house and the front of house don't have any miscommunications.
Great. So I would love to get started in this industry. And so what advice would you give to college students who want to pursue a career in hospitality or event planning?
For advice for someone starting in hospitality, I would definitely just say make sure that they're focused on the end goal and make sure that they are getting there. Sometimes it takes that extra mile to make sure that the event is working properly.
Great. So what should students be doing outside of their coursework like this to better prepare for this industry?
I would say coming from you, what you're doing is working perfectly. Working here, you have the restaurant style service, and then also we do a bunch of banquets, so that way you can see kind of both sides. But for someone that is not you, I would probably say just volunteering more, just so that they can see like what that entails.
Yes, I agree. I think so too. A little bit on the industry insights of this. What strengths and weaknesses do you often see in students entering the workforce?
I would say for strengths, they usually come in and they are determined because of something that they want to pursue. However, I would say weaknesses that they are just not very knowledgeable on what exactly everything means, which kind of goes back to being clear and concise with the communication. It's a learning step, and it just takes time.
Yes. What is the most rewarding part of your job, and what is the most challenging?
I would say the most rewarding is seeing the smiles on people's faces towards the end of their event, and they're just super excited, ecstatic, and just very well pleased. But I would say the most challenging is probably just leading up to it. Everyone is always changing their minds, things are just never the same, so just kind of trying to keep up with that and making sure that everything is still running smoothly.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And lastly, is there anything else you think someone entering the hospitality or event management field should know?
I think just coming in to an industry like this is just to not take everything so personally, take things with a grain of salt. This can also be a very hard industry to go into. People cannot always be the nicest, but as long as you know what you're here for, you'll be fine.
That's great. Thank you so much, Miss Emma.
Of course.